Attention passengers, the Layover Podcast is about to take off, where the hosts Tracy Davis and Patrick Trevino share the unfiltered, behind-the-scenes stories of entrepreneurship. The number one rule of the Layover Podcast? Hold nothing back. So sit back, grab a drink, and enjoy your flight. This is the Layover Podcast.
Can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy. Got the...
And we're back with another episode of the Layover Podcast, live in Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah, outside. I would apologize to people, but I'm not going to. If you hear a bear walk by, check. If you hear an eagle come by, check.
A hawk, yeah.
A hawk.
I mean, I have to say, we have seen more wildlife in 3 days than I think I've seen in my entire life. It's pretty legit up here.
Yeah, no, this is a beautiful piece of property.
First 10 minutes.
Where are we in Asheville? We're like West Asheville or something.
I think it's called Woodfin.
Woodfin.
It's like, yeah, it's
whatever, it's Asheville.
Yeah, it's Asheville. It's Asheville. But within 10 minutes, we saw a bear.
Yeah. Black bear, you've seen I haven't seen a turtle, but you've seen turtles.
2 turtles.
I've seen rabbit, hawk,
deer,
turkeys.
Yep. Just waiting on I guess there's no moose here.
No, it's too far south. I don't think we see any of that.
Damn it.
Oh, and I saw a drunk friend walk down the driveway.
That is true.
Yeah, so I saw that.
We did
Definitely
see that.
But yeah, no, it's awesome. Thanks for letting me come.
Yeah, I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
I mean,
behaved.
You did behave. It was a little shocking because I've seen
you.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I don't know what happened when I left the room, but I've seen you at conferences, so I know Conference Pat. So I was a little bit nervous about what 4th of July Pat was like.
Yeah, no, I took it easy.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
No, but it's been a lot of fun being up here, and I got to say, this couldn't be a more beautiful place to record.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you know what's crazy is that speaking with other business owners here, mostly brewers.
Yeah.
So there is. I knew you always read like, oh, you know, we're known for our breweries, we're known for X, Y, and Z. No, this place legit has more breweries. It would take me 3 months to hit up all the breweries.
Easily. And they're all delicious.
Yes.
I mean, I haven't seen a brewery that like sucks.
Yeah. I think like next time I come here, because I'm already planning a next time, by the way.
Of course.
The next time I come here, I think I'm gonna focus on like the break the breweries down by the type of breweries they are, right? Because they have like the microbreweries that are like a very small niche. You know, they don't want to be big. They're just starting up and they want to stay at that size. Then you have the well-established ones. And then you have the colossal ones, right? The New Belgiums, and those as well. But which they're all great.
Yeah.
But too many to pick from.
And it was really fun because we got an opportunity to meet some of the owners of the breweries, and we got a chance to chat with them about their experience, you know, becoming a business owner and entrepreneur. So it was really kind of on brand. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I felt less guilty for drinking so much beer.
And I'll give them a shout out now. But what was that barbecue place that we went to? Like
Iron
4
and
times?
Oak.
The lady came up to us like 3rd time's a charm.
Yeah,
and I was like,
Iron
wow,
and Oak.
that's sad.
Right next to Riverside Rhapsody was the brewery, but Iron and Oak was the barbecue.
Oh my gosh, that brisket was unreal.
Stupid. It was stupid.
Unreal.
Like melted in your mouth. Yeah. That's been one thing that I've learned about Asheville is that the food is really freaking good.
Yeah. No, the food, the drinks, and the entertainment, and the people watching.
Yeah. Y'all, I mean, no offense to the Asheville folks because we love Asheville, but it can be pretty crunchy up here. It can be.
I mean, that again, I'll let you use all the terminology you want because I have no, I mean, I will be back. And I just want to put it that way. Like, I will be back. It does remind me of, I think I kept saying this a couple of times, like back New Hampshire. It does remind me of like Vermont, like Burlington.
I've never been, but I've heard.
You know, just like not -5, you know, right?
Fair.
But the people are so nice. The food scene is on point, and the obviously the beer scene is
it's unmatched. So. It is unmatched.
I mean, we did get a lot of time to collaborate on a lot of projects while we were here, catching up on not just like work, but also like some other stuff that we've been doing some side projects while we were here. But man, it is distracting to do it by a brewery. I've never, and then you know what's weird? everybody's working, but everyone's at the brewery.
It's true.
Everybody has computers.
Everyone works and drinks up here at the same time, which, I could get down with.
So you know what's funny? I was thinking this. My business plan to start a brewery here would be get good beer.
And good Wi-Fi.
Thank you. And that's it. And they will come, right? They will come.
They will come. Build it and they will come.
Your place will be slammed on a Wednesday 100%. At 2. You're like, oh, what are all these? Oh, they're all working.
It's wild. It is wild. But it was fun. And I think, meeting the owners, the entrepreneurs, being able to chat with them. And, it actually kind of sparked a few new projects that we're going to be coming
absolutely.
down the line.
We're going to be back. And we are going to have some guests on from the Asheville area. What was the name of that music venue that you brought me to?
Salvage Station, I believe.
The concept of that is awesome.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Awesome. And the band was great too.
If you haven't been, check it out because it was amazing. It just has a really cool vibe. My close friend Lee brought us to, see some music and it was amazing. It just had a really unique vibe because it was indoor, outdoor. Everything was just old, rustic, like sheet metal, pretty much.
How about my fat ass walking down the street and running into Lee playing pickleball with her friends?
It's true. Asheville is like surprisingly small. Like you can get anywhere within 10 minutes.
And so like I come, coming from like Atlanta and from visiting friends all over the country and going to breweries. Like you're used to like going to one brewery, then taking an Uber and going to another one. Here it would be like one brewery is sharing the patio with another brewery, which is then sharing that patio with a barbecue place. And then like, oh, where's the next brewery? They're like, oh yeah, just right there. And they're like pouring across the street and you can literally see the building.
It's true. It's a wild place, but I really enjoyed it. So I definitely do want to come back again. I've been here several times because I've got some friends up here, but it's every time is a different experience.
So I don't want to be made fun of publicly.
I'm going to make fun of you publicly.
Okay. But what is the name of that mansion that we went to? Because I keep calling it
Biltmore.
The Biltmore, the Vanderhall.
How do you not even remember that?
I don't know because I'm obsessed. Like I told you, like I love the history of everything. But that was a beautiful property. If you've never been, and I don't care where you live, it's worth taking a trip to Asheville to go take a look at.
So true.
And we only got to see like 30% of it, like barely anything. The guy has like 250 rooms. You got to tour
250 bedrooms and like 42 or 43, something like that, bathrooms. And
that great hall.
Dude, I mean, and I was also like thinking in my head, how many ghosts are chilling here? That was what I was thinking as I walked through the Biltmore.
I'm over here looking at like the wood architecture and the detail. You're over here seeing when you're going to see.
And the architecture. And I'm like,
a ghost walk by.
Like, are you fucking Casper?
Yeah. You go to give them the microphone and it just drops because they're not even real. They're like, who's Tracy talking to?
I'm telling you, I'm loving those ghosts. I mean, you can feel it. There's definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely something there. But it was, the property, the gardens. And that's the other thing. We didn't get to walk the gardens. And I think next time I come up, I think I'm going to bring my mountain bike to ride those trails there. Because, the property, it's massive. And when you first pull in, you're like,
thousands of acres.
Where is this place?
Yeah.
And then like, oh, you got to drive 2.5 miles up the side of this mountain.
It's wild. And then the winery there was also pretty legit. Yeah. We went to Cedric's Tavern, I think, or Cedric's Pub, something to that extent. Yeah. And the food was insane. And then the Biltmore wine was enjoyable.
Did you see? I know they were talking about his dogs. What kind of dogs did they?
St. Bernard.
St. Bernards. They had St. Bernards.
That's
right?
The Beethoven dog. Do you remember Beethoven from the 90s?
Did you see at the tavern that we went to, they had the collar of the dog?
It was bigger than like your body. Like just, it was
I have a big neck. And I was like, that I would swim in that thing.
Bigger than like both of my legs put together.
That thing was huge.
It was just, But
Asheville's dope. So thanks for inviting me.
Totally,
I didn't embarrass you, so that's good. That's a start.
Check.
Yeah.
So,
and I got beers and I got a whole bunch of merch.
We will maybe consider inviting you again.
Well, I have to come. I have to film. We have to film the other episode.
That's a solo episode, me and the entrepreneur. No, it's exciting. And also it's inspiring. I got to say, the creative vibes here, it makes you want to like live that creative life, For like a little bit. Then I also think I'd get a little itchy for like an office setting.
I think I'm way too fast paced for this town though.
100%. Like you would last maybe, I think you're already itching to like get back to fast paced.
The speed limit on this road was 25. I was like, there's nobody here. Like why should it be 25 miles per hour?
Yeah, they're just like chilling, bro.
Yeah,
they're on their bikes.
Check out the river. And I was like, I could check out the river at 50 miles per hour. I don't need to check it out at 25, but it's legit.
Yeah, peaceful life.
Yeah.
I truly enjoyed it.
So what you got going on for the rest of the week then?
Oh, dang.
Well, actually, go back to 4th of July. How was your 4th?
That is true. We did just celebrate 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. America. It was awesome. It really was. I needed, honestly, just to get out a little bit. I think there's just so much stuff going on and not all of it's fun. And so in the work everyday life. I mean, most of it is enjoyable, but there's some pieces that are not as enjoyable. And I think it was really good just to get out of the city and, relax a bit, turn my brain off. I mean, I know this is taboo, but I didn't open my computer for several days. That's good. I feel really freaking good.
That's good. I think I did one morning. I had some stuff I had to take care of. And then I realized that, why is my computer on?
Yeah,
and go from there. But hey, I got to tell you something funny, though. So I this morning, I got up a little early and had my cup of coffee, and I was, going through my phone.
Scrolling.
And there was this news article that popped out that caught my attention. This is the most searched topic on Google for July 4th.
I'm a little nervous to hear what this is.
And people literally had when was the Declaration of Independence rectified?
Stop.
And I was like, how is this possible?
Y'all.
You ready? 8.2 million searches in the United States.
That's insane. Also terrifying and very embarrassing.
I mean, wow. We're going to go celebrate today's day, but we don't know what today means.
Nothing. Actually, I mean, realistically, we shouldn't be shocked. I mean, if you think about...
Well, in all fairness, I mean, I think I told you this like a while ago, but I love history. And
yes, we are well aware.
Which we will go back to the Vanderbilts.
The Biltmore?
But the Vanderbilts.
Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is
the Constitution wasn't fully signed. I mean, not the Constitution. The Constitution, the Declaration for Independence, wasn't fully signed until like August.
Yeah, you would have those fun facts.
Yeah, because everybody was like too scared that
I feel like
the king and queen were going to come back with their Glocks and come back for more.
I feel like we need a theme song, like a jingle for Fun Facts with Pat.
We should.
Da-da-da-da-da, Fun Facts with Pat.
We should.
And then you come in.
And then you hit a button.
Yeah, you come in and it's like, here's the fun fact of the day.
We got to get one of those like FX soundboards that you just get to hit like whoosh, whoosh, bing, bing.
Yeah. Actually, that would automatically turn this podcast into a hella annoying one. Let's not do it.
Yeah, I'll blow my other speaker.
How was your 4th, dude?
It was good. Like I said, I came up here. I got to go look at some breweries. I don't really have many friends up here other than our joint friend Lee. But got to hang out with some of her friends, which are kind of cool.
Really
cool people, really down to earth people. And you know what? There's one thing I will say is when you live a high strung life of traveling and going to different things, it makes me feel better about life when you can run into people that are enjoying their life at a sustainable approach on the way they see things.
Yeah.
It's like they just slow down.
Yeah.
Right? And it makes you want to slow down for a little bit. Now, I can't slow down all the time like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
well, please don't. As someone who owns a business, please don't slow down.
I need some straight chaos sometimes. I want to bump into somebody at Atlanta airport and like kick somebody gear my way.
But, thinking about also traveling into this airport, I know you flew in. Mm-hmm. What was that experience like?
You know what? I think I texted you when I landed. I said, this airport reminds me of probably Flagstaff, Arizona.
Okay. I've never flown into it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's a very small airport. Probably Burlington, Vermont, if I were to say another one. Just very small, but embedded into the community, if that makes any sense, right? Mm-hmm. And so many trees and so much greenery.
Wait, inside the airport?
Well, no, not inside the airport. Outside the properties. There's so much in the airport you hear like, there's bird strikes and all these things. So they cut every damn tree down, and then it just looks like a concrete jungle.
True.
Their approach. I mean, I don't know what goes on here, but I mean, their trees are beautiful. The airport's beautiful. It's quick. It's easy, and it's out.
I was like a little jealous. I mean, thinking about being able to travel into a small airport. I mean, I know you would have connecting flights and do the whole thing. And I used to be very against connecting flights because I'm a Delta baby born and raised Atlanta. So that is all I know. So I've had 5 connecting flights in my entire life. But thinking through trading, the hustle and bustle of having to get to the airport 2 hours early, drive to the airport, which is another hour, for popping into an airport 10 minutes before your flight. And getting
so
to
one
the
thing
gate.
I will tell you is how I flew here was very unique. Well, was my type of flying. So everyone's like, oh, yeah, we have a major airport. Screw these connections. Well, it takes you about an hour and a half with traffic or without traffic. I always forget because Atlanta's just really bad with traffic. Yeah. Then you go through security and it's like a, is it going to be 45 minutes? Is it going to be an hour for security? Is it going to be 10 minutes? You never know.
Right. You never know.
The way I came here, I know. So I flew out of Manchester, New Hampshire, which is a beautiful small little airport. And it's in and out. I'm telling you, I got dropped off my flight was at 5:15.
Okay.
I was buying something at Best Buy at 4:15.
What? That gives me so much anxiety.
I got to the airport at 4:35, 4:40. Wow. Now, my flight wasn't until 7.
Okay.
But I had to get to the airport because I had a meeting at 5:30, a virtual meeting with a client.
So you had to be settled.
So I needed to be settled.
Makes sense.
So I got through security. I walked to Starbucks. I got a Starbucks. I sat down. I sat on my computer, answered 2 emails, and then I still had time to take the meeting.
That's just wild. I mean, it's hard for my brain to even compute that type of travel because I'm so used to Atlanta travel, and it is brutal. And it's getting. I mean, I love UATL.
I mean, it's just a lot of people,
but it is a bus station now. I mean, it is nonstop. And
the amount of people that move into Atlanta and people that transit through Atlanta and connect to Atlanta is unreal.
It sounds bad, but I wish there was a secret terminal, not the private jet terminal, but the secret terminal that only people who do business travel could use. So that you don't get stuck in the families going to Disney World.
They call it Delta Sky Clubs, and then they give it away to everyone now. There's a million people now. Delta Sky Club. The last time I was in Atlanta, I didn't even use the Sky Club.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a line. It was a line of 55 people.
It's just too much.
So I just went to the Caribou Coffee or the coffee place I have right there. But so we're flying in, right? This is cool. You like the story. So we're flying in, and it's beautiful nature when you're flying in. I flew into Charlotte, and I had a 35-minute wait between flights.
Yep.
So Charlotte's a big airport.
Okay.
I have bad travel karma.
You do. That's a fact.
And
the worst travel karma.
So I fly to Manchester, no delays, no nothing. Boom, in the air. Pilot forgot he had passengers in the back. He flew that thing like he was a fighter jet. And then we land in Charlotte. We get to the gate. Boom, we unload. And I'm like, crap, I only have 30 minutes. I have to use the bathroom. I want to get a cup of coffee. Because, I have to drink coffee at 8 o'clock at night.
Which makes no sense.
So I'm like, cool, whatever. So I go off. I land at E29, and my gate was at E27.
Oh, okay.
That is the first time that's ever happened.
Nice.
Usually I fly into Charlotte.
You have to walk to the other side.
I'll be like, you land at E28, and I'm flying out of Alpha 16. I'm like, it's going to take me an hour to get there.
The walk in Charlotte is so long.
Yeah, it is long. It's a big airport, but they're very efficient with what they're doing there. And so anyway, so I fly in. Then I fly from Charlotte to Asheville.
What airline were you on?
American.
Dun, dun, dun. Traitor.
And freaking delayed.
Well, of course.
So we get delayed. I knew we were going to get delayed. When you're riding those small ass CRJs or those small Embry ones, they're always going to push international flights out first before you.
Of course.
So they actually, I give American credit. They were straight up honest. They're like, we're on a small aircraft.
You're not important.
We got 4 flights going international, and they're going to get our priority on the runway. So we're just going to sit here for the next 25 minutes. But then I'm like, well, why'd you even board us? Why even So anyway, so we sit down or whatever. They were so generous. They gave me pretzels. And they gave me a cup of water. They didn't give me a bottle. They gave me a cup of water. Oh. And I was just like, all right.
They use that dirty ass toilet water for you.
Yeah. And then
screw this guy.
But the pilot that flew us into Asheville, boy, he wanted to be on time. We were 20 minutes late to take off, and we only got in 15 minutes late.
Oh, that's impressive.
No. We were 35 minutes late from leaving Charlotte to Asheville, and we only came in. I mean, that dude was moving.
Yeah.
I think I took a picture. I might have sent it to you, or I might have sent it to Lee. But there's a picture of me, of us flying. There's thunderclouds coming, and there's a separation in the picture of the complete black darkness of night.
Oh, wow.
Then there's still a little bit of light around, and then the clouds. And the pilot's like, we're going right through those clouds. Ain't nobody riding in that turbulence. I am. And boom, we went there. We got to Asheville, and I was like, holy crap, we're already here. That was cool. But no, it's a beautiful airport. I don't know anything about this airport. I don't know if you have contacts there. But it is a beautiful airport. It looks like they're doing a remodel project.
Yeah, they are.
So, I mean, I would love to be able to talk to the airport team over there to find out what they're doing with that airport. But they look like they got some cool renovations coming, which is only going to improve the passenger experience.
Absolutely. Well, glad. Well, I was watching, speaking of pilots flying bat out of hell, I watched an Instagram video the other day, and it was the world's scariest airport to fly into. I can't remember the name of it, but the airport, you can't see my hands. I guess you can, we're on video. But it literally tilted almost, 90 degrees to go down, and it was right over the ocean to land. The runway started at the ocean line, and it was just terrifying.
I think I might have seen a video like that where it actually has to come around a mountain and then reposition and stuff. So you have a lot of crosswinds.
And then you've got, it was just terrifying. And I wonder if the pilot lets the people know on the plane that this is going to happen, or if it's just a friggin' surprise. Can you imagine just kind of in a daze, having a glass of wine, relaxing, and all of a sudden the plane goes sideways to land?
I will say, being a pilot, you know how he always says hey guys, play sports, hey, listen, we don't hit a home run every time.
Right.
Being a pilot, you're like...
Every time.
Yeah, like if the pilot came on and was like, bing! So 70% of the time we get this right. It's like,
please hold on for your life.
Yeah, you're like, well, I don't know about that, man.
I told you, I have my airplane crash dreams every month.
I don't want to get into that because I have to fly. Literally, I have a really, really busy flight schedule coming up for work. And so I don't want to hear your horror stories.
I won't terrify you.
You're like, having anxiety.
I'm like, my travel schedule has been oddly light this year, and I've really embraced it. I think you've been carrying that bunt, so thank you. But it's been a little nice. You still really enjoy it. I feel like you're still.
I do. I like what I do. I mean, people like always ask me like, are you passionate in what you do? I do. I'm very passionate in what we do. And I will always. I mean, I'll always be passionate. I think the travel, the different scenarios, the change, the impact you're making on people, the impact you're making on businesses.
Yeah.
That all matters to me. I don't mind traveling unless I got to go somewhere shitty.
What is shitty to you?
I don't really want to say the city because I actually have to go there, and I don't want to piss them off. But,
that's fair. Anywhere shitty is where I have to go, like battle
Detroit.
a client. Yeah, Detroit or that. I have to battle a client.
Detroit or like Des Moines, Iowa. Like there ain't just shit out there, Like,
I know it's true. Just cornfields.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not my cup of tea. But
what does your week look like this week? Anything fun?
Yeah.
Like, don't talk about work. Like, are you doing anything fun?
Yeah, I'm going to Miami.
Oh, all right. All right.
Going
clubbing?
From freaking Asheville. From Asheville to breweries to the Miami night. No, I won't be going out to Miami night. It won't be a Miami Vice type
clubbing. Get your clubbing gear out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I already bought all my gear. I have all Louis Vuitton. That's
well,
a joke.
I woke up this morning and I looked at my hand and I was like, I am a CEO that looks like a club rat because there was a brewery I went to yesterday that they stamped your hand to like make sure you're between one.
Oh, that's right.
And it I woke up and I had a stamp still in my hand and I was like scrubbing it off. I'm like, I swear I didn't go clubbing. Like it was a little too old for that lifestyle now.
Is there even clubs there?
No, I could guarantee you it would. Yeah. No, absolutely
well,
not.
I'm about to go to Miami. That's completely.
You'll have all the club experiences.
No, I'm actually not going there for that. No. It's my grandmother's 95th birthday.
Oh,
94th birthday. 94th. 94, 95, but I'm pretty sure she's not listening to the podcast, so we're just going to say 95. Part of it, right? But
that's awesome. You're going to have a lot of fun. That'll be
so I get to see. I haven't seen my cousins and a lot of family in a long time.
Good.
So I am flying in, I think on Thursday or something. I can't remember the exact date, but not American, Delta.
Very nice. Finally, back to your roots.
So no more stale ass pretzels.
I mean, let's see how they treat you, knowing that you.
I already got bumped up, so I'm cool. Okay. I can already tell you. I can tell you what I'm gonna have. I already got bumped up. I'm good to go.
Oh my God.
No, I got to do there, and then I got some family I got to see, hang out, get to see my mom, get to see everyone down there. But I do got some work stuff I got to do while I'm down there, but that's later stuff to do. Right? Big stuff going on in Miami.
Yeah.
And then from Miami, I got to then go to, I think I'm in Oklahoma City or Kansas City. I can't remember which one. And then from there, I got to go to Chicago.
Okay. That was a long travel.
But then I'm also taking a vacation to Charleston.
That's going to be awesome. Charleston is one of my all-time.
That's your favorite city, right?
All-time favorite cities. All time. It is like, I will give you all the recs because it is, the food there is.
Do you know how much I planned?
Wow.
Nothing.
That's comforting. So
literally. So I didn't plan anything.
So best of luck.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? You know what I do have for Charleston?
What?
The idea of going to Charleston. I don't have a plane ticket. I don't even know if I'm driving. I have no place to stay.
Okay, so are you sure you're going to Charleston? That's a question. No.
I call you, I'm in Wilmington.
But Charleston is the most beautiful city. I love it so much.
I lived there, right?
Lived there for about 6 months. My first semester freshman year, because I was rebellious and my parents were like, why don't you go to Emory and blah blah blah. And I was like, no, stick it to the man. I'm a hippie. I want to get out of Georgia and go to a hippie place. And
Charleston.
Yeah, it was short-lived. Are
there hippies in Charleston?
Yeah, I mean, it's also kind of a just
free spirit.
Yeah, free spirit town too, or at least the colleges. And I lasted 6 months, and I was like, nah, it's not for me. So, but the city itself is gorgeous, minus the flooding and the humidity. It's amazing, and the ghost, legit, lots of ghosts there. The shaking of your head right now.
Everything with you comes back to a ghost.
Ghosts and aliens. If I get a tattoo, I think I'm going to get an alien.
Speaking of that, aliens, there's a brewery here.
Yep.
That has beer names after alien following or whatever it's called.
The Outsiders. It was, or Outsider.
Yeah, but they have a T-shirt that has like a little spaceship saucer, the saucer spaceship, right?
Love
Which
it.
I bet you didn't even look like that. Everyone's like, oh, they look like saucers. I bet you that alien ships are like way more high tech than a ring. Like, we gave them a circle.
They
We're
are.
like,
Don't you worry.
yeah.
Grandpa told me.
I think they look more like Independence Day. Some crazy
Or
ass
Mars
shit like
Attacks.
That. Yeah. Oh my God, we talked about that.
We
The
did.
Outsiders.
Yeah, dude. Because their theme was retro, alien retro, which is like way up my alley. So I'm telling you, it was legit amazing. So and there is Milo.
Yeah, the wildlife is back.
The wildlife, and Milo is part of that wildlife.
Yeah. So he'll just be talking for a minute.
And he'll be quiet after a while. But this is a part of it, guys. This is a part of the Asheville experience.
Yeah. I mean, the only time we would stop recording is if an actual freaking physical bear jumped over the gate right now.
I don't even know if we would stop recording.
Started. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, so I got to tell you, speaking of Milo talking, and I think he's done. Sorry, guys. Maybe not. But there was a bluebird that startled him today. And I kid you not, this dog went ballistic for at least like 1 hour just barking at a bluebird. So I don't know Milo's a little special.
Well, I only know this because bluebirds are like one of my favorite birds. But and I got that from my son because my son loves bluebirds.
Yeah.
And I remember we named a bird at our place in New Hampshire, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that that's not the same bird. That's not the only bluebird that lives in New Hampshire.
What did you name it?
I think it was Bluey, something crazy.
Oh,
and I don't want to get in trouble for any trademarks of the other dog show, Bluey. But they're very aggressive, especially if you go near where they're nesting. Yeah. They're very aggressive.
And so Milo has gotten attacked by bluebirds in Alpharetta. In my house, he literally will walk around and he would jump near their nests and they would dive bomb him. Like from the sky, dive bomb, hit him and fly back up. And he thought it was like a fun game, so he's trying to capture it or kill it.
I'm going to go with option 2.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually caught a hummingbird in his mouth before. And I hate to say that, it's so sad because, like, hummingbirds are the cutest things in the world. But
how does he catch a hummingbird?
I don't freaking know.
They fly like 40 miles per hour.
It literally is astounding. It was with my dad. So my dad was watching him, and my dad just sends a picture of a dead hummingbird. He's like, Milo caught this. And I was like, what?
How?
I don't know.
They don't even fly low to the ground.
That's why we call him Killer. You know, he just is a predator.
Wow.
Well, so, I am glad that you're going to have a good week this week. I think I'm gearing back up into the work mode. I took a digital detox for the few days, so I needed it. And I also now need a full detox.
Well, the good thing about it is that a lot of my family doesn't drink. So, like, they're not, like, big drinkers or anything like that.
Yeah, so you'll be able to.
The ones that I'm going to be seeing, there's a couple of other ones, too. I'm sure I'll see them, like, throughout the week. But
I am detoxing this week, and, like, not a digital one, but a physical one, just to get my body back. I feel like my liver actually physically hurts right now.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's like, you know you're getting old when you spend, like, 2 days drinking, and then you actually have liver injuries.
Your liver's bruised.
It literally is painful.
So you're going back, you're detoxing, you got those things going on. And what else you got going on?
Yeah. So, this week is going to be a busy, busy week. We're, don't want to talk about work too much, but we're growing heavily. And then also the mind and social thing is kicking off. So it's been a lot of fun, but I owe several people some fun proposals to help with some consulting. I closed out a few consulting projects last week. So it's really fun. It like brings that excitement again to be able to help someone and see these people like taking that next step to start businesses.
Can I tell you something funny that happened I haven't told you yet? I'm going to tell you on air.
Oh, God.
Okay. So I got an email.
Okay.
At our primary work. It was a very nice email.
Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I know. And they were like, yeah, we're working on this project. We want to include you guys. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm thinking it's like an A&E firm.
Sure.
Which it was. It was. I ended up different. Yeah. It was an A&E firm. And they're like, our customer's looking for a high-tech restroom. So I'm like, okay, cool. They're looking for
we got one of those
restrooms. Yeah, we can help you out there. So we start going through the whole conversation, and I sent them over kind of an outline of our company, like what we're doing, our current clients, et cetera, et cetera. So they reply back, and they start saying, okay, well, so what we're looking for is like the models of toilets that you sell.
The actual model of the toilet?
Yeah. And I was like, we don't sell toilets. And they're like, no, but like, your connected toilets. And I was like, no. Like, let me just explain to them what we do. So I got them on the phone, I explained everything to them.
Oh my gosh.
I got off the phone with them, and literally this guy was like, so like, you guys don't make toilets. And I was like, no, we don't make physical toilets.
We do not make toilets. This is a PSA to everyone. We do not make toilets, although we get called the toilet people quite often.
But can I tell you how they found out about us?
Oh, yeah,
This is the funny part.
Whoa, God.
I've been waiting to film this podcast to tell you this. Do you remember that idea that me and Lizzie had about creating the squishy toilets?
Yes, and I was confused, but
so
it worked.
they apparently saw us at a conference. They came by, they picked up the swag at shows.
Yeah.
And they took the swag.
Stop.
And somebody must have just put it on their desk. And then it just says Tracks Analytics on there. So they must have saw it, and I guess they were working on a project. They're like, well, this company makes smart toilets.
Wow, that is marketing in its finest.
So I don't know if that was like a success to marketing or like a complete disappointment.
Complete failure.
That we're selling toilets now. I was like, you can go to like Kohler or something and get a toilet, but we can connect it, but like we don't make toilets.
That is not in the business plan, guys. No. Sorry. That is not in our roadmap. But if it does, we will let you know. Yeah. We'll let you know.
I don't know, man. That might be when I just draw the line to the sand. I don't know if I really want to sell toilets. It's not my cup of tea.
Oh my gosh.
On it. But other than that, like I said, I told you my travel schedule, shared it with everyone.
It's a nice little check-in. I know. This is a nice, I could record up here quite often. I'm not going to lie. Yeah,
I'm not flying up here to record with you.
Fine. I will go to the brewery and record by myself.
You come up here. We're going to virtual. We're going to virtual this show.
We'll virtual you in.
Yeah.
We've got a fun, long lineup now. We are batching all of the episodes for interviews.
We do. And we have, I think we have 5 or 6 guests lined up for new interviews. Yep. We'll be back on the road. We got a recording in New Hampshire we have to do. Mm-hmm. And then we also have a couple of airport directors that have reached out about working on getting on with us and sharing their projects and things that they're working on. That's kind of cool.
Absolutely.
And then there's a couple of airport conferences and stuff too that are out there too that we're very undecisive if we're going to go or not. But
the truth comes out. Yeah, we don't know if we're going to go to those.
Like episode 5 or something if you really want to know more about it.
We are not going to churches.
But
travel's about to pick up like crazy though for all the conferences we go to, and then on the Mind and Social side, we've got a handful of new clients. A lot of them are Atlanta based, which is nice. Mm-hmm. But we've got a couple that are kind of Nashville area, one in New Jersey. So it's been fun to do the virtual, but also in-person consulting. That's keeping us busy as well.
I'm taking my son to that a concert for his favorite artist, Yvonne
something.
Yeah, Yvonne something. But he's my son's favorite artist, and I'm excited to be able to share some time with him.
Good for you. My son is in Asheville with me, barking at bluebirds. So
yeah, we think it's a bluebird. It could be
who knows, or a bear.
We know. But we have. I'm taking my son to that concert, and then I also got tickets to a couple other cool events.
Yeah.
And we're going to. I got my tickets for Peso Pluma.
Oh,
I'm a huge Peso Pluma fan.
Yeah, that will be fun. Makes me want to dance.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. So I'll be going to that. But other than that, man, it's just been. I promised myself this summer I was going to enjoy the summer.
Yeah.
And I got to do that the first couple of weeks of the summer with my kids.
Yeah.
And not gonna.
I
don't want to say everything I'm doing to them. I got some cool stuff I'm doing because they do listen to the podcast and whatnot. So like
a lot of things planned.
Yeah, so I have a lot of cool things planned to do with them.
Good for you. Family is the most important. Yeah. So glad you're taking time.
And especially you're gonna go see that expensive ass mouse in Florida.
Expensive ass mouse. Dun dun dun. Yeah, well, good. Well, thanks for catching up with me. Thank you for coming to Asheville and not ruining my experience. It is highly appreciated.
Yeah, no problem. I definitely will be back. I love this place. It's a cool joint. Awesome. If you haven't been, definitely come check it out.
Yep.
And other than that, that's pretty much it.
Well, thanks guys for tuning in for this little mini episode, a little catch up. Yeah. It's been a lot of fun catching up with you. Sometimes it's time for you to leave now.
Yeah,
gotta go back to work. Get back to work.
I was looking at it, and I think it's going to take me longer to get from where you're at to the airport because it's like a 15-20 minute ride, and then I went on their website and I went to go see like what the queue line was, and then
there's no queue line in AVL. You're good.
Walk right through in 5 minutes. I think they got 7 gates.
Oh, well, enjoy.
Or 8 gates. Maybe.
Enjoy your travel.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll tune in to another episode coming soon. You can see the consistency's back. We are back in action.
Yeah.
And we're going to be releasing a few new guests coming down the line. So thank you for your support. Again, go subscribe, like, review. It really means a lot to us, and it really helps us as we continue to grow. We've been getting a lot of good feedback on what to talk about, what not to talk about. what people are enjoying. And so it means a lot to us. And then go to mindandsocial.com. That is the overarching branch of the Layover Podcast, where we offer a lot of consulting and support.
Was it you that showed us that we have 2,000 downloads or something like that? Or, that was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that was
so I haven't checked
the
statistics now.
Things are rocking and rolling. It's been cool to see.
Definitely follow us. Keep sharing the love. Keep sharing the listens
and
the views and the reviews. And we'll keep coming at you.
Rock and roll. All right, guys. Take care.
Peace out.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, turn me up.